And then you will see, one side of the scale is profit and loss. So by looking profit, and another side, equity. So by looking value, net worth. We're reading all this Robert Kiyosaki and all those people that say net worth. Net worth will happen when you do your bookkeeping the right way that they are, which we need to get to a level. Even though they're corporates, as soon as you start a business, you want to know where you're running at, and it's not in your bank account. Supposedly it's a lot.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Nogat Les Mahn podcast. We are here at Life Gymnasium. Life Gymnasium is a gym located inside of Holiday Inn. If you don't know where that is, I will leave all the links in the description for you to find out more. I know it's been a while, but we're back today with another episode, and I am joined today by Vanessa. Vanessa, hi, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Vanessa. I am HelloTaxMan on Instagram and Facebook. Go follow me. And thank you, Yabil. Nogat Les Mahn.
Yes, Yabil, MK, Nogat Les Mahn.
Nogat Les Mahn.
Yes, too many names. You call me whatever you want.
Multi-hyphenate, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for this opportunity.
No worries.
Grateful.
So tell us, you mentioned off camera that you used to work for PwC before. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, so I finished from PAU, the university here in Mosby, doing accounting, doing the accounting degree there. And then straight after that, in 2009, I joined PwC. So PwC is the oldest and biggest accounting firm in PNG. And it's still the biggest in PNG out of the big four. So there's four big four companies in the world that provide professional accounting services. That's EY, PwC, Deloitte, and KPMG. So all four offices today are here in PNG. So I started with PwC 2009 for around 4 years, and then I jumped over to EY when they came back in the country to start up again. So I've done tax work. I've been a tax professional there, and so most people are aware of audit. So there's Audit Teams, auditors, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then there's also a smaller team called for taxes that do tax compliance, tax advisory.
Oh, so audit and tax are like separate things.
They're separate business units in an accounting firm. And then there's advisory, the three bigger types, and then a whole lot of smaller things that they do under that branch here.
Interesting.
So that was around a combination of like 10 years roughly. And then I had my kids. I have a 3.5-year-old boy and a 1.5-year-old girl. So since then, when I was pregnant, I left the job and stayed home to be the stay-at-home mom.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You got out of the rat race.
Yeah. Big work, More stressful than corporate life, actually.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
But more fulfilling in a way. Yeah, that's
I'm
like
sure.
life work. Parenting,
True.
And through parenting, through becoming a mother, it's led me to trying to get onto this entrepreneurship thing to share my knowledge and experience with Papua New Guinean SME entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I love what you're doing on your Instagram.
Thank you.
So, like those slides that you could do is so informative.
Yeah.
I, for one, struggle with like tax and stuff. Just started actually, so I haven't gone to that area yet where I should start, which leads to our topic for today, which is general bookkeeping. How would one start to keep their books, and why is it important to do that?
So bookkeeping, bookkeeping itself, historically, it was created by this guy, formally created by this guy called Luca Pacioli. He's an Italian mathematician, like some 500 years ago. He invented bookkeeping. Like the proper bookkeeping is double entry bookkeeping, not cash. So double entry is where you get like a financial statement, like a financial statement with a profit and loss and a balance sheet and the rest of it. But that was created 500 years ago, and here in PNG we're still stuck on cash accounting, which is just money coming in and out of your cash, your bank account or in your hands. So it's not double entry, it's just one side of a picture that should be
both sided.
Double entry, so your books balance. So that's all that book balancing thing. So cash, PNG you may just cash economy,
Yeah.
focus Lodisla, 500 years plus after double entry bookkeeping was invented. But
yeah.
you know, that's where we are at. That's the reality. So yeah, like I was saying before we started the podcast, the accountants, the local ones, we got to come out and teach and educate people about what bookkeeping can do for them intellectually, and how it can flow out to them managing their business and the money in the business, so they can hopefully grow to fulfill your dreams, business dreams and whatnot. So cash accounting is that one cycle, money come in and out of bank account or hand you, but bookkeeping that should be happening, that is the proper way of keeping your books, so you measure the value of your business.
Right.
It's the one that when it goes in your book, in your bank account, imagine that weighting with the scale.
The scale.
Money come inside a bank account needs to be balanced with something else, so books are balanced.
So you have to have like a written record of it or some, so is that what you
The
mean?
debits and
Right,
credits. If
yeah,
you
okay.
heard debits and credits.
Yeah, debits and credits.
Yeah. So bank account and just in and out.
Yeah.
In or debit na credits. So the bookkeeping is an actual profession. It's, I think in what I've seen from doing people's books, friends and stuff, it's just cash accounting, but not the double entry bookkeeping. And like we were mentioning with my brother here, accounting software today is like Xero, QuickBooks, MYOB, FreshBooks, the major ones.
Yeah.
They were created specifically for small business owners. So you don't have to see the debit and credit like an accountant could see. You can see an interface that just says, oh, when you spend your money from this cash account, what did you spend it for? You put it in a category, and then it will balance at the back end of that software, the debit and the credit.
Right.
But in my experience so far, so I started my business in, I launched my IG account and Facebook social media account in September.
This last year?
September.
Okay.
So
Oh,
almost
nice.
a year.
Yeah, okay.
But just giving out information because I saw the need that have a whole heap of friends educated. You got degrees, masters in whatever else. Even accountants, even my accounting friends, they have a degree, but just keeping the books in a way that will make sure books balance, them not come up. So, and that taxes will come after your books. You have
after your books is balanced.
balanced, after you have books at all.
Right. Right, okay.
And that's the major thing. When I came out to start trying to sell like tax services, I was still in my employee mindset of PwC EY, where we were serving corporate clients that already had books. So when I sit down, me sit down, I mean, wait, the client basali come trial balance, statement of financial position, financial performance, and companies, and then we do it. So when I tried to sell to them, I was like, okay, give me your books, let's do taxes, and then nothing came.
Yeah, and they're like, what books?
Yeah. What books? I'm like, books from your record keeping? And they're like, what record keeping? So yeah, the point I wanted to get to is bookkeeping is like a proper double entry system that you kind of need some kind of background to get to do, yeah. But the one that the SME people can do without financial background is keeping those records that will go into a bookkeeping system.
Like a general ledger.
Like your receipts.
Oh, receipts.
Your actual receipts. Checkbook stubs. Yeah, checkbook stubs, your bank statement. Now, bank statement, you make a cash withdrawal number there. Where's the paper trail for those cash withdrawals?
Right.
That's my other big problem.
Okay.
I get a whole heap of bank statements now, withdrawal, cash.
Deposits. Nothing.
What's it for?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm an accountant, but I don't know until you tell me what it is for. Now, I'm debiting and crediting for you. So that's
and
where...
there's a balance of...
and it needs to balance. It can't be one-sided cash accounting. It needs to flow into a statement, which is a balance
scale.
And scale must balance.
Okay.
And then you will see, one side of the scale is profit and loss. So by looking profit, another side, equity. So by looking value, net worth. We're reading all this Robert Kiyosaki and all those people that say net worth. Net worth will happen when you do your bookkeeping the right way that they are, which we need to get to a level. Even though they're corporates, as soon as you start a business, you want to know where you're running at, and it's not in your bank account. So I post this a lot in my Facebook and Instagram thing, but it's good that we come out here so I can
it is.
talk and describe it. So yeah, it's not, profit is not in your bank statement. It's not that balance. It needs to come out to the way that bookkeeping was designed, accounting was designed to speak the language of business, which is a value, an actual value of what your business is worth.
In other
Profit,
words, growth
equity.
in your business, like you can define how much you've grown or how much you've not grown.
Yeah, and it's not that balance in your bank account.
Yeah.
It is supposed to come out when you do proper bookkeeping, accurate bookkeeping. Now. Payables, how much you owe. So bank account, you don't have to look at how much you owe. You only see how much cash you have in your bank account or in your hand. But when you have a proper bookkeeping system that balances it out, you should get to that cash flow statement. So there's two, and then a cash flow statement would tell you what that cash sitting in your bank account is for. It's locked up to payables or receivables, or you got some loans to pay. Yeah. But to get there, keep proper books. That's where you start. Keep your actual paper receipts.
So it doesn't really have to be like a document or like a ledger. It's just keeping the documents.
Yeah. Well, it starts there.
Okay.
So it can get into the ledger.
Right.
Yeah. But ledger, when we say ledger, it just sounds like,
Yeah,
like even as an accountant, ledger is like, I can't deal with ledger. It just sounds so boring.
Yeah, okay.
And scary. I mean, boring for me because I've
been there.
Yeah, been there and had to look at ledgers, and then it just.
So
it's old school, but now the software makes ledgers.
Right.
You don't have to say ledgers.
To write it.
Yeah, you just have to say, oh, money came out from here, and it's gone to a category like what office expense.
But you have receipts files.
That one will tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, you need those. So bookkeeping starts from record keeping.
So you keep a record of every penny you spend.
Every toya go out, record in your bank account, or in your bank account you have a little note, print it out in that internet banking thing that is in a spreadsheet, so you can export it out to a CSV file. Save it as a spreadsheet and record what did you use it for, how much GST was on it, that kind of thing. So your bank every month, or depends on how long your bank statement is.
Yeah, how long your bank statement is.
You figure it out. And
so your bank statement isn't necessarily a record of. It is a record?
It is a record. It is a record. Your bank statement, even your cash at hand, you deal with cash without putting it in the bank account.
Oh yeah, I deal with a lot of that.
You need to have a cash book. Accounting software today will cater for all that, cash book, bank account. Remember, go inside of this one. But if you're not there yet, and you need to start somewhere.
Yeah. Keep the receipts.
Keep the receipts.
Everything.
Photograph them. Put them on a cloud drive because the receipts fade.
Yeah.
Yep. So accounting software.
Accounting software you can upload.
Accounting software, you can put it go inside. But I've learned through experience that just to get there for an individual it can be daunting. So if you're not there, where you can start is just photographing it and keeping it in a filing system on your hard drive. A
computer.
Cloud drive, because hard drive no go to lose him now.
Or even on your phone, you can
even
just
keep it there. Even on your phone, upload it and back it up on a cloud drive.
Google Drive, everybody
Google
has
Drive.
access to
There you
Google
go.
Drive
And
now. Yeah.
Digital literacy.
Yeah.
That's the other one.
It is.
But that's a time saver. Once you get through the hurdle of learning how to use these tools and mastering them, then efficiency will happen.
So those softwares you mentioned, are they free or you have to pay for them?
You have to pay for them.
Right.
They're $8.
They have free trials
for 30 days.
Restricted. And then if you want more functionality, you can purchase more.
Right. Okay.
Look at it as an investment.
Yeah, it is an investment.
It is because it is an investment.
So scenario, I'm not sure if we can help here, but so for my case, I started recently, left my job, and I haven't had a business account yet. So all of my transactions are with my personal account right now. So I can still keep my books using
so your personal account, get that statement out and pick out all your business transactions, put it aside with all the receipts, photograph them in a filing system, a naming protocol, so you know by date which receipt it is, who you paid. Yeah.
So then I can...
And then it can match up when you finally get into a software.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So I have to start doing that.
Yeah.
I used to have the habit of collecting receipts.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I stopped.
Get back to it.
Yeah,
Get back
because
to
someone
it.
made fun of how thick my wallet was.
Have a separate account.
I took my
separate
wallet out.
Though.
Yeah.
Your business wallet and then your
I
personal.
should, yeah.
That helps. Just being organized is the first step to keeping a proper set of books.
True.
Organized in your wallet, in your bank statement. So when you get a business account.
But it's ideal for you to separate like your personal account and your business account.
It's a fundamental business
Yeah.
practice to separate your personal expenses from your business expenses, because legally your business is its own person.
Yeah.
And you personally, and you not apply. People confuse that too, and then that's where the mess
Yeah, that's a
happens.
separation that has to happen.
That is a separation.
And you have to
In
start
your
early, yeah,
mind,
and in your
yeah.
mind as well.
It's already separated everywhere
Yeah.
else, but just in the business person's
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, because you see yourself as the business
As the-
and, you know, you represent the business, so it's like
Yeah.
the separation isn't as there as much.
Yeah.
Especially for people like me who are just starting out.
Them
It's
now.
like we are the business is us.
Now.
So you want to get to a point where you can,
separate.
yeah, you start separating to a point where you scale up, you can be on your own and the business can function as its own.
Now. But the other thing too, if you merge the two, then you end up mistreating the business,
Right.
because you mistreat yourself.
Yes.
Basically, yeah. So separating it would, it's like a child, and hopefully people listening don't mistreat their children.
Yeah.
So you're treating that child like its own person. It's making its own money. It'll pay you something if it makes something. If you keep a set of records, then you can know if you can pay yourself out whenever.
True.
Because the first few years you might not make profit depending on what kind of business you're in.
Yeah, so back to the bookkeeping stuff. That bookkeeping would dictate how much profit you make in a year, right?
Yep.
It's
Warren
not,
Buffett, accounting is the language of business. You will not know profit until you do proper bookkeeping. That whatever profit you think it is not it.
yeah,
You need to follow the mathematics of business, which is accounting, bookkeeping, record keeping. So it's record keeping to bookkeeping to accounting, and then when you get all that in a place where it's true, like Gyaman, me spending this or something, but you're not put in the books, you're not gonna get a proper set of books. You're not gonna know your profit enough to plan for that future you want.
true.
Yes,
So it's very important. Like right now,
it is.
a lot of, even me, doing it traditionally, which is just off the top of our head, like, oh, I'm charging this much or this much is profit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, but where is the profit?
Yeah. Like, as an accountant, when people, like, I talk to SMEs who I know don't keep proper, when they say that's profit, I'm like, no. I know that it should flow somewhere, and you're probably not profitable. Yeah, but that's,
Right, so there's no way of telling that you are making profits until you actually keep your books.
yes.
Wow.
Can you repeat that? Being a non-accountant, you've got it. Like, it just clicks in
Yeah,
your mind.
because I've been thinking about this a lot because I was trying to think like how much, because someone asked me this, like, how much do you make on an annual profit without the cost and everything? And I was just left like, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. So it was from a client actually. He asked me, how much do you make on an annual basis? It's like, I don't know. And then he just went, okay. Like, he was like, this dumb fucking.
He probably
No, but I don't.
doesn't keep.
It's not common knowledge, right? So that's what we're here for,
Yes.
to help get people to start doing bookkeeping. I will start. Keep my books.
It's inspired me to do what I'm doing because I have a whole heap of friends who started their own
Businesses.
businesses. And when they came after I left corporate and tried to be a stay-at-home mother only without doing this stuff. And then they kept coming and it's like,
Yeah.
why are my smart, educated friends not keeping proper books of records so they can actually build out? So these friends of mine had made like $250,000 kina in a year. And they didn't know that until 2 years after, when they came to me and gave me the bank statement and whatnot information. They didn't know.
Right.
And then when I thought, hey, you made $250,000 kina
In
this
profits?
year. No,
Just
in income,
overall,
in revenue.
income, yeah, okay.
That's another thing. Revenue is
Yes,
different
revenue.
from profits. We
Okay.
need to get that at
Yeah,
some
I get-
point. But just revenue, how much money you made from selling whatever you're selling. And I was like, you made $250,000. It's like, and they're like, what? You know what I could have bought? What I could have invested from that?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, if you invested in accounting in the first place, you would have known in bookkeeping. So today's world, these softwares that we were just talking about, it's real time, it's cloud-based.
Right.
So like when you get to the point where you can just photograph your receipts, you've got a chart of accounts, which is the backbone of your bookkeeping, which categorizes
Everything.
Everything in your business. It's specific to your business. Every business is kind of different how they operate. So that's where a professional accountant, bookkeeper can come in and help you set out those categories. So you can put them all, entries where you go, categorize them properly in a meaningful way. So time you look at report,
Makes sense.
You can kind of make sense.
Yeah.
So if that happened, using current technology, then like today, when you enter everything, you look companies, you are running on profit or not. And if you're running on profit, means you need to pay tax.
Right.
Profit tax comes.
So tax comes after
profit.
After the profit.
Well, in PNG, tax comes
before the profit.
From profit, but this new SBT tax, it's from turnover, the small business tax that was introduced. It's from.
So it's from the annual.
If you don't earn above a certain limit, you don't pay
60,000 or something. So they've broken it into a
Is it
micro.
Is it 60,000 cap or like
cap.
It's like
For micro, and then the next ones for small business is like, I think 250,000.
Every time you earn over 60,000, you get tax. Is
You
it
get
like
tax,
tax-free
a specific amount though. It's a fixed tax amount for SBT. So like in a year, some 200 kina for the higher bracket and some 60 kina. Yeah, I'll have to like read it. It's on the RSC website, you'll see. But you have to actually be registered for that. So they've been doing a whole heap of awareness to make people aware, but I don't know.
Is it just
people are aware.
Is it just a TIN certificate that's registered?
It's a specific TIN certificate. It's not the normal.
It's not the normal one you get for any business, right?
Yeah, you have to apply for that SBT TIN certificate, TIN 4 application. So usually, application. There's a TIN 1 and 2 that.
TIN 1 is for the company, TIN 2 is for each director, and then TIN 4
is for SBT alone.
SBT alone.
Yeah.
So I think I got one or only one.
TIN 1,
Yeah.
the normal tax regime. This one's the new one they just introduced a couple of years ago or 1 year.
Oh,
that one,
the Marape tax law. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that one is dependent on your revenue, that new tax thing, on your revenue figure, not profit. So the normal one is dependent on your profit. So how much profit you're making, if you keep your books of records and know how much profit you made, then there's depending on what business type you registered as. So you register as a company and different from
a
business name.
Okay.
So the business name tax regime has different rates, progressive rates. So the highest is the 42, like your employment, similar to your employment rates. And company tax rate is 30. It's a fixed 30%.
30%.
30. For
13.
company, 30.
Oh, I thought it was like 13.
And business name, you did a business name?
Yeah.
So that would be a progressive rate from, I think it starts at 21, if I remember right.
21 and then goes up.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a whole calculation that needs
tax on profits.
Tax on profits. The normal.
That's the normal one, tax on profits. Yeah. So after you earn all turnaround and then
you calculate your profit.
Calculate your profit.
If you kept your books, accurately, then you'll calculate an accurate tax.
Yeah.
And if you didn't,
then you'll probably pay more. Oh wow. Okay. So that means if I didn't keep my books, and I just said I had a profit of like say 20,000, even though it wasn't 20,000, I probably pay 21% of 21,000.
Oh, it depends on because the 21% depends on how much money you make.
Yeah. Okay.
Brackets. Yeah.
Oh, you mean like
21% applies to a certain amount of profit, and then the next one it goes up 30 something, and then 40.
So it might not be 20,000 within the bracket of 21%.
Yeah.
So it might be
you
more.
have to look at at the tax rate table, which exists.
Where can we find that information?
On the IRC website.
Website.
Yeah. But hopefully I get there. We get there. But before we get there, we need to do the bookkeeping. Yeah.
The bookkeeping is key for that to happen.
It is so key. It is foundational to the success of your business and your financial dreams.
Because otherwise you don't know if you're growing or you can't scale. Right? Oh my God. I'm learning so much.
You're worried, but you see, from that worry, you're going to actually do the right thing.
Yeah.
It's going to it's shined that path to.
Yeah. Okay, so we wanted to touch on how bookkeeping can help you get more business, scale your business, and it's also good for the banks.
Yeah.
Right. So explain a little bit on that, like
So-
how you can. Yeah. Sorry. Go on.
So it's been a law to get a IPA certificate, get your TIN certificate, and get your business bank account. And because the banks want to give loans, that's how they make the money, giving
Yeah.
loans and charging you an interest.
Yeah.
But
That's.
they can't trust you if you don't have books of accounts that will show them that you are actually growing and can give back that loan, like pay them back the loan. So bank accounts, when they see that, you're spending and
Sporadically,
receiving stuff
yeah.
and it's filtering out into that proper set of book of records that I said, that books balance, and
Yeah.
you give them a bank account statement. And then they'll be like, yep, this is a legitimate business that can actually grow and give us back the loan, and you get the loan.
Right.
And if you don't, then we're like, I mean.
How are we going to trust
yeah,
you?
How are we going to get our money back?
Right. Because like most people, they just go borrow money and disappear.
Yep, PNG. I mean, we complain that, bank no give a loan, but
Yeah. So for the SME loan, I'm not sure if you're going to have any information on that, but like when they wanted to go and apply, did they have to have their books in order for them to ask for like a specific amount? Or was it?
in the real world, yes.
It's
in the real
supposed to
business
happen
world,
like that,
that's
yeah.
how it works, yeah.
Yeah. I've always wanted to like apply for that loan, but I've never got around to doing that.
I'm personally like anti-loan because
Right. Why is that?
it's
I'm curious to know now,
yeah, it's
honestly.
like debt. Like I don't want to be in debt.
Right.
Like, for my business, I'm in debt to myself because I've used my personal savings to fund my startup business, and
So then you're not anti-debt, but you're like debt to banks.
two banks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like an extra chip on my shoulder kind of
Right.
feeling. Like I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, that feeling
Even-
of owing people money. You
Yeah.
don't like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't. But like, if I have to, at least I know how to do my books so I can pay it back.
Yeah, I mean, for someone like you, I reckon
Yeah.
you'd be in a better position.
But then I do know where I'm at, so I don't need a bank loan
You don't
right
need-
now. Yeah.
okay.
I don't think you can get a bank loan within a year. I saw something new that you can, but usually banks will give it when you've got a historical book of records, 3 to 5
Also,
years.
if you have a new business account,
Yeah.
that's what you're saying.
It'll
You
be a
can't.
bit difficult to get a bank loan unless there's some special package now for SMEs that
I was thinking,
gives it out.
open the first day, next day you go.
Oh,
Can I get a
mean,
loan?
Imagine you as a bank.
Yeah.
One man can kisi money loyo na I'm not a record how
Oh
about
my
banking
God.
like
Unless you can get someone else that the bank trusts to underwrite
and
the
now
loan.
that's the whole equity business coming.
Right,
Oh, you need to
okay.
give equity. You got some property where Becky me plan kisi property.
But then again, equity cannot be valued unless you have books that.
Personal equity can like the value of your equipment, your
Right.
car, your personal assets.
Personal assets. How do you like keep or show it that these are your assets without
value-
carrying
You
it?
value it like the valuer's.
Yeah.
It's the valuer's job to value your car.
Is it
value
like a
your
document
house.
that you?
It's a profession that valuation
do, okay.
valuation people value your house and car if you haven't done it and don't have proper books of
Right. So it has to come from a credible source.
credible.
So I can't value it myself.
No, the banks will ask you for a valuer's report. Yeah. Unless you
right.
kept proper books of records, like all this is assets.
Yeah.
This is an asset that shouldn't sit in a profit and loss statement unless you depreciate it. Good,
Right.
it's too technical, but yeah, assets like this, these are your money makers.
Yeah.
They should be sitting in your balance sheet. So there's those two weight
Yeah,
things.
those should, yeah.
They should be sitting in your balance sheet because they're going to make you money. So they'll feed into your profit and loss to balance out the whole books and to calculate proper profit and loss and your net worth. Because if your business, when the bank gets your business, when your bank gets the financial statement, they'll, oh yeah, you got all assets.
Right.
That means you're going to make money because you got
Yeah.
assets. So, oh yeah, we'll give you a loan.
So based on your assets, they'll like value of your assets. You
Your
can
whole
use it as
financial-
equity. Is that like you can use?
Yeah, assets minus liabilities equals equity, net worth.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I can actually use...
Positive equity is a profitable business if you kept proper books of
Yes.
records. Accurate.
In the first
yes.
place.
Yes.
Okay. So what if like, say, I wanted to get a loan to get an asset, like for my case, I've always wanted to go into something of like a cab, but not really taxi, but like those private,
Uber.
the Uber services. That's not really, is that even legal? The Uber services that are happening, yeah.
Taxi
Yeah,
services.
it's like private vehicles, but
Use
they
as a
have their own
taxi,
page and yeah.
Which a lot of people are doing it, but you need an actual license to be a taxi
Yeah,
driver.
yeah.
Which is something that business, I don't know, business laws. A lawyer needs to come out and do something like
Yeah.
this to educate people that you need business licenses for certain business activities, and you need. I've mentioned in my comments to your photography page, like the terms of services.
Yeah.
Terms of service, selling a product, selling.
Oh yes,
services.
you mentioned that. Yeah, I remember that.
A lawyer
I remember
needs to come to the SME sector and help us to write them out. Or if you write, like I can write my own, but I don't know how to put someone to court if they break my
Right.
terms of services.
So you need someone with a
lawyer,
legal,
a legal background who knows how to do these things. To
So
help
business
us.
law, basically.
Business law.
Okay.
Business law is like, that's a big name for all the
Yeah.
different types of laws, because the tax laws is itself, IPA laws are the certain, for business SME owners. So we need a lawyer in this space, helping us to create terms of services and put people to court when they break and don't
True.
pay us money on time and,
True.
do all those
Yeah, that's the thing for us. Like, I think a lot of
service owned.
service providers, and
Small business.
photographers,
We get
small
bullied.
business, yeah, we get bullied. Like, if they don't pay us, we're not gonna do anything.
And now,
Yeah,
no,
because
it's
they
annoying.
have our money, we're just gonna keep on being nice, keep on bowing down to them. No.
And like if in your contract you can put like, pay me lo this la data, and by you penalty this la penalty below you, like you pay extra 5% on your unpaid invoice.
Yeah, that's true. We should do that.
You can write that in and give it to the
Right.
client and chase them for it. And if a lawyer comes and helps us, we can threaten them for court for not paying our service. We don't deserve to be bullied.
True. So, like, what would be I'm not sure if you'd be the person to talk to about this. What would be like a good time to give to a client, say, if you do a job for them? For instance, I go take a few pictures, I submit an invoice, this is the amount of time you have to pay that invoice. If not, this is the penalty fee.
You give that contract before you engage. They sign it.
Right. So
They sign it.
It's a thing prior to engagement.
Prior to engagement, so it's all there. You want to engage me? This is my terms of service. This is how many photos I'm going to give you for this amount of money. And if you want some more, there's going to be an extra cost. Package it out so you don't get underpaid, because I know lots of creatives get underpaid. You need to package it, educate your customer how your business runs.
That's the thing.
That's my
honestly.
challenge also to provide accounting services. We need to write those things out, educate the buyer so they know that there's a process and there's a penalty. Penalty is like a harsh word.
It's not a
But
penalty. It's like a
like a
service charge for service charge for like documentation or admin fees or something like that. For wasting my time.
For buying my time. That's the value of my time that they're paying for, because they couldn't do it themselves.
Oh, man, that's...
But it happens before you provide the service. So I've learned this from corporate, so the big ones, companies do that. That doesn't mean we can't. That means we should, because we're smaller. We don't make as much money as them. So we should give them a terms of service outlining where scope creep doesn't come up for accounting
scope
leverage.
of work. So we have like, for me, I personally do scope of work, deliverables, price, and that's about it.
And they're like, oh, people like you want to edit lo this layer.
Yeah,
And
any extra work, I'm like, if it's not in the initial one, I'm charging extra.
And now. And that needs to be in black and white, so when you do go into court, you say, you sign this, and it's a legal document that you can take to court, so we need that lawyer.
Yeah, that's very important.
That's so
Because like
important.
early stages of me, it was all verbal, mostly verbal, because I didn't understand the power of documents.
Document. Verbal, they say verbal is kind of legal as well, but if
It's an implicit contract.
yeah, in place of a contract, but then you know, you go to court not now. Where
Yeah, where's the
proof?
paper? Yeah.
Yeah, where proof where you had this conversation? Party, but
Yeah.
then you got nothing.
What about
back.
so I do this, sometimes I tell people I meet with, sometimes I don't. I record, like voice record.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That's why we need the lawyer to tell us if
Yeah,
that's okay.
exactly. All right.
But written one is really important because that's black and white, and you've signed it off and dated it.
Yeah.
The client signed it off and dated it, and when they
You mentioned something about courses that you want to build. Like touch, just give us like, without giving away too much information.
Thank you.
Like
So yeah, my journey has been trying to sell services and whatnot, but the big thing I see is more financial education is needed before people can get to the kind of accounting service I want to give and you deserve. So financial education needs to happen, and I've got 2 kids, like I told you, and my lifestyle is just crazy trying to start this thing, and the way that I see that I can avoid doing one-on-one and giving away the same thing I'm telling people as they come one by one is through online courses, through using technology. So yeah, please follow my page and let me stay updated there.
Yes.
To get this information on the online courses. And
Soon.
give me ideas on what you want.
Oh yes, definitely. I'm going to help you out on that one. We said to, right?
Pardon?
The courses. Yeah. You want me to help you out?
Yeah. I mean, here to say what kind of... I'm going to launch a mini one first, a mini course, just to get a taste of what it is.
Right.
And I'm not sure if you're aware of online courses, like on the World
Yeah, I
Wide Web.
do. I am trying to get into that realm. I'm a free skate scumbag, so I scour the web for free courses mostly. Yeah, so
But it's so valuable, though.
Yeah, it is.
You get so much value out of even the free stuff.
And
And then they
it's-
say when you pay for the
Yes, you pay for the premium.
yeah, and that's more value than what you got free.
But I haven't gone down that rabbit hole yet.
But you are aware of like
Yes,
course
I am aware of
creation,
courses,
marketplace.
the marketplace for it, the value in it. And it's something I want to get into as well.
Let's go.
So, like, when you start, I'm so happy. Like,
You know, and it's
more
big
people
because
should do
that's
that.
what videographers and photographers can do. You need video in an online course to make
Oh,
it
yes.
more of an absorbing, meaningful experience, learning experience.
Yeah.
Like what you do is geared for online course creation. Yeah. I mean,
Thank you.
as a service to do videography and then selling your own skills and service as an online course is the
Yeah, it is.
Income
It's the multiple income stream for me, but also because I want to help not just the technical aspect of it, but a lot of people forget the business side of it. So, like, I just learned. So there's this guy. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but Chris Doe.
Yep.
Chris Doe.
Huge fan. Let's join Future
Chris,
Pro.
yo, I wanna join his group, honestly.
Yeah, honestly.
But
I love
I've been following him for like it's about 8 months now.
Since I started, I love him.
His words have. I'm running out of words to
Yeah.
like his
I can relate.
changed. Yeah, it's changed so much of how I think
Yep.
and how I look at things and how I handle mostly business stuff. It's just amazing, honestly. If I really want to join his program
Yeah.
and like get more value out of it, I've been honing on his holding down the freaking whiteboard sessions. Yeah,
gone there yet,
and I've been taking notes, rewatching, you know.
Love it.
Yeah, just taking down notes. So that's something I really want to get into. And I'm glad that you want to get into that space of like digital products. Digital products.
Selling your knowledge and services.
Yes, it is the
skills.
future, honestly.
It is the future now.
And there's a lot of opportunity in that space that a lot of educators should use. And I'm so glad you're going into that.
It came like it's a huge mental, like I got so much mental block just to try to get there. Like even starting a business, you have to get through a whole lot of fears and imposter syndrome and self-doubt and all that. So, I mean, just coming to talk here took a whole year of me trying to build up confidence and like being inspired by what you do, Unit does, other podcasters do. Like I'm a huge podcast listener myself since before I started. Just to get the value from the free podcast information that people give around the world. Information is so free now.
It is.
Like, imagine our people, imagine more Papua New Guineans being exposed to such quality advice and
at the
guidance.
palm of their hands.
Yes, and in your earbuds. The country will move much more faster than voting
I think
stuff.
I agree with you 100%. But the thing is, like, you can listen to something for your entire life, but if you don't apply it, you haven't learned anything. You haven't learned anything. That is what Chris Doe said, and then it clicked in my head, like, you've been reading and all of the knowledge is dormant in your mind. Start applying it, like start doing all that magic to yourself.
Same for me. Like when I tried to start and I had all these mental mind blocks and stuff, self-doubt, and then like I became a mother and it really hit me. Like, hey, you're gonna be this person with all these things in your head and too scared to
say something about it.
To apply it in life. And now, Pigini Blue was so one. Like, if I want to be that example to my kids, I need to be it. So they'll see it, and then they have a better example of how, you should live life. So it's just been motherhood for me that's really pushed me to, come out and talk more confidently, start a business, and try to juggle it all. It's always learning in progress. But it's progress, not perfection. That's the mantra. Because I'm a perfectionist, most creatives are.
Yeah,
and then you have to try and balance it out, like,
it's hard. Like in the first stages, it gets really hard. But then as you get along and then you keep on doing it.
You keep on doing
it.
Yeah,
you keep on doing it. Yeah, the confidence builds up. And then you fall, you get up, you fall, you get up. That's a lot. It's not easy.
And you're not afraid to fall as much as you did in the beginning, because I always feared failure a lot.
Oh, man, I tell you, like in the past, like last year, I had so much doubt in myself, honestly. I have less doubt now, but...
It pops up, but at least you know how to manage it. That's the one. You recognize it for what it is, and you can like move on from that feeling. Move faster than just staying fearful,
stuck in that thought.
Which comes back to taxes. Like people are stuck, fearful of tax compliance because they don't know.
I think that's my spot, because like for me, starting is the hard thing. I think once you start keeping your books and you start
understanding
understanding, as you do it more and more, you get to the hang of doing it. Because it's the starting that needs to happen. Starting. Just start.
Just start.
Yeah, because if you don't start, you'll just be like, you know what, I'll do it tomorrow.
Procrastinate.
That's
the killer of time and potential.
I'm trying to move out of that rut and into the start mode. Jerry, you got any questions?
What do you think about their website? Do they put like good learning materials?
No, that's where I see stuff like even how to keep books. They've got a whole information.
Oh my God.
The IRC website. They've upgraded it to the new My IRC system, so it's more
like the ATO website. The ATO website is a really good.
Oh, sorry, I've said but I haven't seen the ATO website. But it's more. The IRC website is just now upgraded because of the new.
We'll put a link of the IRC website down there. You can go check it out.
Yes, please. But I find that people, there's too much information. It overwhelms a user.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully I want to get to a stage where I'm doing YouTube videos showing how to navigate the IRC website, what it means, that kind of thing. Yeah, all dreams, but hopefully, we get started. Like, let's start somewhere. That's the problem too, when you have a lot of ideas. But
exactly, right? You're like, so now oh my God, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. Where do I start?
No, that's my big problem. But course creation is the one. Like next week, I just gotta start shooting something or something. Like that's gotta be the plan. Not the plan. That's the plan, but that's gotta be the action.
It is.
Because
Yeah.
most like tax regimes and everything around the world are sort of the same, but like the content you put out is more specific to PNG.
Yes,
And
and
it's like communicating that to the viewer.
M now. And in language, that is everyday language because
Or man, understand.
it's too technical. Like the
Yeah,
content I
he's-
see out there, they're just speaking words that doesn't mean anything.
You're like, you're talking to me, but I don't listen to anything.
Yeah, you see the eyes glazing out. Like even when
Yeah.
I talk, sometimes I'm now really aware of how people's
Thought-
body language.
yeah,
like
they
that
just-
eyes is like, no, you just gone to something I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
progressive tax system for like payroll or something, like the first 12,000 is free, and then
And
the
now.
next, toy after that is this many percent. It's not the whole thing that's taxed 40%, it goes off in brackets.
Yeah, saying it in simple words like you just did. Hey, you need to start an account. So
He's accountant, like
yes,
he's
please
in and-
join the.
Stuff like that, also like the IRC too, I mean, just like communicating between people, like just saying, because there's a lot of stuff in the news now and people just don't know
What they mean, yeah. I mean, they've come a long way though. When I started in 2009, there was no social media platforms. Like they were, but we weren't using them in PNG to that extent. And then I've seen the IRC move from where
With the
they are to
times.
where they are now today and where they want to go. That's the important thing. So Samco is going on all about this digital transformation and making the tax regime,
like a Vision 2050 thing.
and now. And when things get automated, then it's easier to catch non-compliance, and
Yeah.
that's where we need to know how to comply with these things so we're not caught out in the long run. 'Cause
Yeah, you're not left
here-
out of the
and
change.
now, Papa Ningni making broken boost, making business, nothing, broken. What are the laws about? And then technology is the one that's gonna catch us.
Yeah.
So we gotta change, get educated, and
Because like looking back, like all those traditional businesses, like our dads and all of those, like I wonder how they scale their businesses so well.
yeah.
Compared
how,
to
how
now,
did they measure
yeah.
that? Did they keep books
I'm
on
not
it?
sure, that's the thing.
Is that an assumption we've made?
Yeah, that's
just
an
because,
assumption, yeah. They're like, oh, they must be doing something,
And
right?
now?
Because my uncle, he is like tons of property and has a security firm and all of that. Like, he's okay. And then I see the way he does his business and there's no bookkeeping, like there's no, he just has a guy.
It's also like the person, if someone's like charismatic and he has
Yeah.
the confidence of
He
people,
can-
people will like invest, not necessarily money, but like support and time and help, and all those things build up to success. People who are like naturally charismatic,
Yeah.
and friendly, and
They can put an image of
Yeah.
success sometimes, even if it's not real in the books.
I mean, it really is the law of attraction. It's like old school.
And,
Yeah, no, old school, old Burgen Bus na making business. Imagine if they had the knowledge, access to the knowledge now.
got that.
How much more business?
Yeah, they would have tripled, even doubled, like if they educated themselves. Because I'm trying to teach them how to use Microsoft Word, and here I am thinking, how did you build all of these businesses, and you don't know how to?
Good.
Oh man, that still messes with my brain. I'm like, damn, what did they do? Maybe I should stop being so tech savvy and go back to the old metrics. But yeah, it's just information like the availability of information now is just so much
Yeah,
and so good.
much.
Yeah.
That now it's not about what the information is, it's about your decision making, which information
Yeah.
you're going to consume that actually will build you up.
Yeah, because you have to have the discipline to like
And now,
funnel the information as well, and then
filter
actually
out, yeah.
applying it.
No.
It's just there because we watch, we consume, and then it all just jams our brains and we don't do anything. So you just go, like take a bit of information, apply it, then you complete the learning cycle
Yeah.
because that's
I do want to ask you, like online courses, the mental mind blocks of mine was like, how ready are people to consume such things? And then it makes me like, maybe I'm going to waste my time and all those
No.
fears, but
honestly,
think?
honestly,
in your circle.
it's in my circle. We're all self-taught and we learn everything online. I think. So if you were to do a course here, see what the mentors, so-called mentors, are doing now. I'm putting air quotes because they don't like, for me, if you're a mentor, you have to have some sort of expertise or you actually have to do that thing in order to be a mentor. I saw this, I think it was a scam post Sorry, I'm going sidetrack here, but I'm just going to add, it adds context. So there's this guy, he's charging like 275 kina for like a day of his course or something, and you get some sort of certificate or something. Yeah. But it's just crazy.
In-person one?
Yeah, in person.
And what was the content?
How to scale your business in 12 months to 275K. And
Is this PNG?
yeah, in PNG. And I'm like, wow, this is so good. And then I checked his profile, Facebook profile. Nothing was like, so I thought, scam.
But then that's where branding and all that thing comes
Yeah.
in. Like, I saw your post yesterday about branding.
Exactly, yeah.
All this needs to happen. Like, I needed to learn that too. When I started, I was like, yeah, people just follow, and then it didn't happen.
Yeah.
You need to actually build a brand.
Yes, you have to build your brand,
build
get
your-
people to know what you're about and
now,
what you do.
And just getting the confidence to do it
Yes.
was huge.
So it's like, to answer your question, start. Because it's where things are going, and things are going to that direction, and you just have to start. Like I said, you never know what could happen. Like, you could all be in your head.
Like profit.
Yeah,
like
but it's not
Yeah.
it's not the case, Just give it a go. See what, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of positive feedback.
Well, your
Because
platform.
I, for one, am going to be one of your customers because I need that information.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That just will motivate me more to get started and get that email list out. So this online course creation business model is about, collecting email lists.
Yeah. No, all good. We're just going to wind up here. Thanks so much, guys, for joining us. Vanessa, any last words?
Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And
HelloTaxMan.
Yes, HelloTaxMan, and I've got a LinkedIn account there. You can check out my credentials if you want to do that. And yeah, follow me there. I can launch my email list out for my online course and get you guys on my wait list
Nice.
for the pilot course. And,
The pilot course, yeah.
and freebies and offers and discounts for
all those
big
good
ones.
stuff. We will be filming it, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, let us know in the comments where you're watching from, who you're watching with. We do have a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2022. I think we're at 500 by now, halfway. So yeah, help us get there. We appreciate you all, appreciate the support. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can say bye, you can say bye.
Thank you,
This
Nogat
camera's
Les Mahn.
all right.